And thank you for joining us on Town Square Sunday. My guest is a gentleman who was with us last year in December to talk about a program he and his wife started. And it was such a success, really, that they are working on it again. The program is called Christmas Wishes. Kevin Dean is my guest. He lives in Dartmouth. And first of all, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So let's talk about Christmas Wishes. For those who don't know or don't remember or missed the show, Christmas Wishes is a program, as I've said, that you started, you and your wife started. What is it?
It's a program to help out young children up to the age of 16 in the New Bedford, Dartmouth, Fall River area, Fairhaven. We've reached out to many families last year. A total of 37 families, to be exact, with approximately 75 children. And so far this year, we are very well high in exceeding where we were. We are up to 48 families already. And out of those 48, we have 36 of them adopted with a total of 65 children.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Christmas Wishes basically is where you folks collect donated gifts or money and get gifts for families in need, for children whose Christmas may not be as nice as your kids or my kids or some other kids. And so tell me where this idea came from. Why did this all start? Listen, this is a wonderful thing you and your wife have done, but you told me last time you've been thinking about it for a while.
We have. We've thought about it for several years. Last year was the first year we gave it a go, and with the success that we had and people that reached out to help, with the community coming together, and we had no choice but to do it again. And I don't see it ever stopping in any time near future. So what we did is created a Facebook page called the Christmas Wishes in surrounding area. We've had an application that we set up, and anybody needing help, we've asked people to spread the word, give it a like, share it, recommend it to someone that is in need with their children, and you go on and fill out the application, provide a proof of life, and we put your story out there, and we label your family as 1 through 48, like we currently have, and people just go right out there, and some stories hit people personally and decide they want to adopt that family. And it's that simple, and you can go on as far as some people can't adopt the whole family. You can go on and adopt one child off that family's list, simply one toy from that list, and that's how it's taken off. Mm-hmm. Earlier this season, we started this earlier. 2 weeks ago, we had a co-ed softball tournament over at the Bay State Girls Softball League in Brookline Park in New Bedford. We had 10 teams, a total of 155 players, and we simply just asked for a toy donation for each player. So as of now, we are well over 100 gifts already sitting, waiting to be distributed to children that do not end up getting adopted.
All right. What was it in your life, though, Kevin? Because people don't come and do these things necessarily easily. You know, something leads them to do it. Was there something that led you to do this in your life?
My life, we had a struggle. People reached out and helped us, and without their help, I wouldn't be where I am today. And this is the reason I want to give back, to see the smile on the children's faces, the appreciation from the families that received the help. It's beyond anything that you can imagine.
Well, this guy is one of the hardest working guys in the South Coast. You know, he has a couple of jobs. He snowplows. He does a lot of things, and among those things is Christmas Wishes. So, congratulations for that. That really is a wonderful thing. So you told us how people can help out. In other words, can donate or can adopt or whatever term you would like to use. How do people contact? How do families get a hold of you? How do you become aware of families that need help?
We look for help from just simply from the Facebook page. We've put it out there, and we've got well over 1,000 followers between families following us, seeing how successful we are, and families in need. And it's just word of mouth. Spread the word, like it, share it, and again, there's an application if you're in need of help, and we just ask you to apply for it. And there's families waiting in line that are willing to adopt.
So you got 48 families that you'd like to help this year, and are you still accepting more?
Oh, we still are accepting more. I will help out right up until Christmas Eve if I have to. We do have a deadline, which will be next weekend. I'm not sure on the exact date because we are planning on expanding
10th and 11th, I would imagine. Next weekend
yeah,
is
we're gonna.
Saturday,
It's the 10th. The 10th is the expiration date of the application that is online. However, it's not a hard cutoff. We will help children right up until Christmas Eve, as we did last year.
All right. What about? Look, this is work. This is work. This is busy. Now I know your wife helps you greatly with all of this, but some folks, it's such a busy time of the year, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't take the responsibility or the task of doing this because they've got other things to think about. You are making time for this in your life.
This is something that we've chosen, and there's no backing out. We are going to stick with this, and we've taken it on, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to continue to help as much as we can for each child.
All right, so let's get this out of the way. We'll repeat it at the end of our interview, but what is the Facebook page if people need help or want to help?
The Facebook page is Christmas Wishes New Bedford and surrounding areas. And along with that, I do want to mention we do have one more event taking place. It's going to be a toy drive that is going to be taking place on December 8th, and that will be right at my house, which is 17 Dartmouth Farms Trail, and that's North Dartmouth, Mass. It's just off Reed Road. That show will be from 4 to 8 p.m. on the toy drive. We have Miss Teen New Bedford, along with Miss New Bedford, that will be performing a Christmas Carol sing-along. We have Storybook Entertainment with Princesses. Ever After Storybook Entertainment is the name of them, and they will be providing entertainment as well. And we have Dunkin' Donuts supplying hot chocolate for the children. And as always, Santa Claus will be present.
So you did this last year with a little event to collect toys. How did that work out?
It worked out wonderful.
Yeah.
Very, very wonderful. We had a very good turnout, and I expect just as much or not more this year.
And you collected a lot of toys.
Well, we did very, very well with the softball tournament.
Yeah.
Well over 100 toys. So again, what happens with those toys? People that do not get adopted, we will make out a package, and we will be absolutely 100% sure that each child will not go without this Christmas.
You're listening to Townsquare Sunday. My guest is Kevin Dean of a program called Christmas Wishes, which he started last year and is right now, he aims to help at least 48 families, probably be more by the time next week's deadline rolls around, but 48 families to provide them, their children, with Christmas toys this Christmas. So, again, the website is, let me see if I got this, Christmas Wishes for New Bedford and surrounding communities.
That is correct.
All right. Did you ever think this would work like this when you started it? Did you think it'd just be small or what?
I did. I really thought it was going to be small. Originally, the goal was 5 families, and 5 families now seems like such a small number, but back then it really didn't. Yeah. And it's just amazing how quick, how fast the community came together. People reaching out, what can I do? How can I help? Mm-hmm. What do you need from me? We've had some families donating Christmas dinners, Christmas trees, the ornaments, everything to go with Christmas for families that really needed it.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing, because that generosity. I've always felt that New Bedford was the people of New Bedford are very generous people, and people who will attempt to help their neighbors and friends when they need help. But to go out and almost sight unseen give, that's a special thing. Now, you've got the Facebook page, which helps folks understand where their help is going, where their assistance is going, which I think is a great idea.
Correct. Each family that gets adopted, the adoptee does have the chance to meet the family that they choose to adopt. Mm-hmm. Nobody will meet the adopted family without myself and my wife present. We do give the opportunity to meet, and you do see where each individual gift goes to families. So you do know where your gifts are going.
So that's got to make for some special moments, I think.
Very special, very special. As a group, we all shared pictures and videos from last Christmas, and I think that's what's really driven this year for people to come out and donate. And I do want to mention last season, people that have reached out for help that are now doing better, I will say that they are now actually, instead of looking for help, are helping us adopt families. So it's coming full circle. It's incredible.
That's pretty special, Kevin, when you get people who have been helped now saying, hey, I can help someone else now. That's
time to give back. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And along with this, we also do have several drop-off points if people would like to drop off unwrapped toys. The drop-off points are Cape Cod Express in Wareham. We have Center Stage Dance Studio in New Bedford on Mount Pleasant Street, and Style to the T, which is on Nash Road in the north end of New Bedford as well.
All right, so you've got 3 drop-off. You guys are thinking of everything. I mean, that's pretty special. In terms of for folks who say, well, is this a nonprofit? What is Christmas Wishes? Is it a nonprofit?
Christmas Wishes is 100% nonprofit.
Right. And are you registered with the state or anything like that? Have you done anything like that? Haven't done anything like that?
No.
It's a total volunteer effort.
Works off of volunteer. Again, just because it's myself and my wife running this, there are a lot of people behind the scenes that help us distribute the gifts, go out and collect the gifts. It's a team effort. It's a team effort.
How many people are involved, do you think?
We have approximately 10 to 12 people that are involved in this.
Okay. Besides your wife and yourself?
Correct.
Yeah.
Addition, yeah.
All right. And so how many families do you think you can handle? You're at 48 right now.
We're at 48 right now, and with the current gifts that we have already collected without a toy drive, I say we could help between 70 to 80 families.
Yeah. All right. Give us the date on the toy drive again.
So the toy drive, again, is December 8th. It's going to run from 4 to 8 p.m., and that's going to be at 17 Dartmouth Farms Trail, and that's North Dartmouth, Massachusetts, just off of Reed Road.
And your neighbors, I bet, are helping you.
My neighbors have been helping. They can't wait to actually start hanging up the Christmas lights with us and celebrate Christmas with us.
As to where we go from here, this is again, as Kevin has mentioned several times, this is a real people kind of organization, and the Facebook thing has worked out pretty well. Social media is a great thing when it's used correctly, and this apparently is being used, and you're getting a lot of action from your Facebook page.
This is where it's all coming from. It's unbelievable how far it's spread out and reached.
All right. So how long are you going to keep doing this, Kevin?
We don't have an end date. We're just going to keep on going.
And in your, I bring this up because, last year I needed my yard plowed out, and I knew that Kevin did that, and so I contacted him. And it turned out someone showed up, and so I didn't need Kevin's services. But he was willing to take some time to do it, and I think that's really the kind of guy you are. You make time to help other people, and that's a pretty good trait. Where do you learn that? You learn it from your parents. I got to say that.
Definitely got it from my parents. Hardworking and give what you can, because in the end you'll get it back.
And that's kind of been how they felt about it.
Absolutely.
All right. So we've got a toy drive on the 8th. The Facebook page where people can apply for help, which is, again, what's the Facebook page?
The Facebook page is Christmas Wishes, New Bedford and surrounding areas.
And you can apply. You can get the application there. Is that correct?
That's correct. You can get the application there. There is an application link to apply It also has the link to supply proof of life, which is birth certificate of the child. And on that page, all the families are listed by number, children, specific gifts that they're looking for. So if you're looking to adopt a family, that's the place to go. It's the Christmas Wishes, New Bedford and surrounding areas.
And again, this is done on a volunteer basis by Kevin Dean and his wife. What's her name?
Her name is Lori Dean.
Okay. And Lori is working on it, probably working on this right now.
As we're speaking, I'm sure this application's coming through.
All right. Kevin, thank you very much for coming in. It's been a pleasure to speak with you once again. And good luck with this drive. Remember the toy drive, folks. December 8th. The address again, Kevin?
The address is 17 Dartmouth Farms Trails, and that is in North Dartmouth, Mass., just off of Reed Road.
Bring along an unwrapped toy,
Correct.
An unwrapped gift.
Toy, clothing, anything.
Whatever you need, whatever you think you might be able to afford to drop off. It's an event, really. There's going to be some performances there, Christmas carol sing-alongs, things like that. Santa will be there, but it sounds like a lot of fun for a lot of kids and a very good cause. Thank you again.
And thank you very much.
All right, Kevin Dean is my guest, and he is the man in charge of Christmas Wishes. And again, look it up on Facebook. I think you'll be surprised as to how it's being handled. Again, thanks. That's it for Townsquare Sunday this week. You've been listening to our hour-long public affairs program. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks also to Jason Kent, the station's production director, and our digital editor, Casey Sylvia. And they help immensely in getting this program on the air and on our website. Thanks for tuning in. Until next week, have a great week and a wonderful Sunday.